On lake docks and decks, the Crossett family love lakeside living.
And the boating. The boating's the best.
But their waterfront isn't. Their current fire pit is treacherous.
We'd really like to have a comfortable spot where we can all sit around a campfire.
And their dock needs a serious boost. I'm going to help them take their lakeside home to the next level.
Oh my goodness.
This is awesome.
I'm Simon Hirsch, and for 23 years, I've been building lake docks and decks in Lake Country. The Crossett's lakefront home is a slice of paradise, a sprawling 4-bedroom home perched on a cliff with some of the best views in the world. But they desperately need some help improving their rocky, dangerous fire pit to bring this spot to its full potential.
I've been coming up to the lake since the day I was born.
I've been coming up to the lake for a while, too, ever since I was born. Our children have been coming up to the lake since they were born, so I think they've had a very good experience as well.
The summer vibe you get here is like nowhere else.
We worked in the city, both of us, and it's been like the weekend rat race. Drive 2, 3, 4 hours just to get up here and enjoy 2.5 days at best. We did that for many, many, many years. And I, for one, got real tired of it.
Tired of the traffic, tired of, small backyard, wanting to enjoy some property. 2 years ago, we just decided to take that leap of faith.
Being here full-time certainly has its advantages. I mean, nice dinner, end the day with a campfire. If we could just make it accessible and relaxing rather than tripping over rocks to get there, I mean, that would be perfect for me.
Where we are having campfires, it's not very easy and it's rocky.
It is so rocky and hilly around here, and we're afraid, to get my grandma and some of my older aunts. We can't even bring them over to the site. Also, for our boat, we'd like to have something to cover it, to protect it in the seasons and not have to, take it over to a marina.
You see the storms coming in and you see them rolling through. It's pretty exciting, but there is a little bit of danger there too. So the boat, you gotta protect it.
It sounds like Mark and Sue really need my help.
Well, I can definitely see the need to cover up your boat. Now, your fire pit, tell me a little bit about this.
Well, as you can see, this is a little bit treacherous to get here. After a long day out on the lake, having fun on the boat, we like to spend our evenings here wrapping up the day and, making some more memories around the fire. However, it is super treacherous. We've got some elderly family members that they can't even come down here.
Right.
It's just super dangerous. So we like to create an atmosphere that's safe, convenient, ties the dock and the fire pit together in a way. On a busy weekend, we could have 12, 14 people down here easy.
So we need a lot more space in this.
Yeah, I mean, you want to take advantage of this view and in this situation, make these memories. So the more the merrier for us.
It's a tricky spot because we're on a slope here,
Exactly.
So I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get enough level land.
I see this being, an everyday thing, so it really is important to me.
A little more civilized, so you can use it
Exactly.
all the time,
Yeah.
right? So it's not just the patio area we need to work on making safe access to, it's also the pathway to it.
Correct.
So we have to get down from the cottage or up from the boat port to this area safely. We can't be climbing over logs and rocks and dirt paths. I'm gonna have to really work on this, and I'll come up with some good ideas.
I'm going to tackle this job on 2 levels. First, I'll build them a boat port that will protect against the elements. On the hill, I'm going to find and create a brand new site for the family's fire pit with an access path everyone can use. And the cherry on top, a zip line to connect the 2 areas from the fire pit right to the dock. I've got a $38,000 budget for this project and 4 weeks to get it done. The first thing I need to do is get all my materials together. Fortunately, I have my own lumber yard, so we're off to a good start. I'm using reclaimed, old stock timber for the boat port. We're making our beams by cutting off the weathered exteriors, and they end up looking as good as new. In fact, better than new, because the old lumber was cut from mature trees, making it harder and stronger than lumber from new growth trees. first thing we need to do when we're setting up the boat port is to figure out where all the posts are gonna go. Once we do that, we can mark it all out, and then we can start setting the posts, bracing the posts, and then we'll put in the beams on top. It doesn't take long for the boat port to start taking shape. Back towards you. While my guys get stuck into the construction, I need to figure out what to do about the fire pit. Sue and Mark want to have the older relatives, the grandparents, come up and visit with them here. There's no way they're going to get down to this fire pit the way it is. I mean, you're climbing over wet rocks and dirt. It's just not going to work. There's got to be a better location somewhere here for a fire pit. Better sunsets, more level ground, a little easier to fit it in here. So right now we're just hooking up the welder, so we need to get a solid ground into the dock frame. The dock's then driven into the lake bed, so that gives us a good ground. And then we're gonna cut out some plates over here and weld in some steel brackets to help tie the timber frame structure into the steel dock. Welding is always hazardous, and doing it over open water is even more dangerous. High voltage, a wooden dock, and lots of water means that we have to take serious precautions to prevent fires or electric shock. What we've done now is we've taken out the wood plate to expose the steel. Now I can take this steel bracket here, I can weld it onto the steel frame of the dock, and then bolt it right here to the timber. This makes this timber structure strong. It won't move in the wind, it won't sway, it's tied into the steel dock. Pulling up the deck boards so that when we weld the plate to the beam, it doesn't catch fire. It's a new day, and it came to me like a flash of light. I found the perfect spot for the fire pit. The new location is closer to the dock and the water. With the new access path, it's going to be easier to get to as well. And the added bonus is that it will be larger than the previous fire pit, as the hill levels out here. So the excavator's coming now, up the hill. It's starting to rain, it's getting muddy. We gotta hurry up and get this thing unloaded, otherwise we're not getting this truck in. While the crane is here to set the excavator in place, the gravel is to lay the bedding for the access road and the fire pit. A dump truck just arrived with all the gravel, but we're blocking the road with the crane. Everything has to happen at the same time. Okay, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit here. You gotta get the excavator down there first. We can't get you in until it's in place. I know you're trying to get out of here, but you're gonna have to wait, okay? The timeline on this job was always tight. This is a massive waste of time and money I don't need right now. So now I gotta pay a guy by the hour to sit here and do nothing while we get the excavator in place. The Crossettes are fortunate enough to live on the lake year-round. They need a four-season structure to protect their boat, as well as a fire pit where the family can gather. But I can't even make a start on the fire pit until I build an access road. And right now I've got a traffic jam that's costing money every second. What we have to do now is hook up the excavator to unload it. There's not a lot of room to work with, so we just have to drop it into this little space here, so I'm gonna guide it as it comes off. With the excavator finally off the truck, we can get this gravel dumped and this guy off the clock. This is 15 tons of gravel. That's 30,000 pounds of stone, enough to cover our access path and create the foundation for the fire pit. Neil is clearing the path down to the new location, while the rest of my crew push the stone into the path so the work vehicles can move through the site safely. So much work to do before we can even get down to start on this fire pit. At least the excavator has made it down to the new fire pit location.
What I want to do is use this area here where we can stage our construction out of, and then start building the retaining wall area right along the shoreline. We're going to cut in right over here, tie into some stairs that are going to come down from the old path, cut into the bank here, more retaining wall, put our stone seating ledge at the back.
Okay.
Use all these nice medicine ball-sized boulders, these natural boulders, to create our fire pit in the middle.
Okay.
And then we'll have a flagstone around it. And then we've got a ton of old brush and debris and everything in here that we need to get rid of. So, I don't know, maybe we'll have to bring down the chipper, make a big pile of it. We'll deal with that as we dig it up.
All right, sounds good.
Without the excavator, this whole job would be impossible. But with it, and a skilled operator like Neil, we can transform this area really quickly. While Neil whips the fire pit area into shape, I can get back to work on the boat port with the rest of the guys.
Got it?
Yeah.
We're just hoisting up all the roof trusses, stack them on top, then we're gonna spread them out to build the roof.
There's nothing speedy about putting up the trusses. It's a laborious job, but someone's got to do it. Over at the fire pit, Neil is making excellent headway clearing and leveling the site. Time to bring in the gravel base. I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel for this project.
Oh my goodness.
This is awesome. It's exactly what we wanted.
The Crossett family moved up to the lake full-time, and they're in love with it. But in 2 weeks, I'll be showing them a whole new way to enjoy their property when I finish their brand new family-sized fire pit and awesome boat port.
Mark and Sue's boat port is really coming along. We've got the roof trusses going in. We're gonna be sealed up pretty soon. It's really gonna be a great space. But I'm thinking, as I see the space take shape, what would work great would be if we put a wall in this area here. It would add some protection from the elements, and we could add some storage cabinets in here, maybe a counter space, bar fridge, even a sink, something to really help with entertaining at the dock. Then we could also fill in this unused space of the boat slip and have more space for a table, somewhere to entertain out of. I think they'd love it.
The job has two main parts, the fire pit and the dock. So I'm going to create a link between them with a zip line, and I figured out where to put it.
What I want to do is take this and mount it higher on the next tree over and shift it over a little bit. Just trying to get the right angle and then figure out where it's going to land on the dock and make sure I have enough slope to give them enough speed, but not too much speed so they go flying into the dock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the post right here. So we're taking this deck board off here, and we're going to weld the post right into the steel frame of the dock. This will line up with the tree, and we'll be able to put different heights on this post for different steepnesses in the line, so we can figure out how fast or slow people want to go.
Back at the fire pit, things are starting to come together.
We're finally getting our fire pit taking shape. We found this great spot down here, a little closer to the water, but it allows me to level out the area. So we've cleared out a nice area. We've got our retaining walls in place. We've built it up with a gravel base. And this is what I love over here. We've managed to use all the natural stair treads to build the first part of the staircase coming out of the fire pit. So now it blends in with the beautiful moss rocks, everything I wanted to use here. All the rock here we found on site, so it's all natural, be able to recycle it. So the stairs are gonna continue up, tie into the old path, provides nice level access. Still looking natural, but as you can see, they're easy to walk on. Nice even stride. Once the flagstone gets into place here, it'll be level. But I'm really happy, it's really taking shape.
With 3 days to go, this job is really coming along. It's back on schedule after the slow start to the fire pit. Time to check in on headway on the boat port.
Hey, Corey.
Hey, Sam.
This is looking awesome in here.
Yeah, it's coming in.
Good, good. So just a little more wallboard to put up here, and I see some soffits.
Yeah. Hopefully, before the end of the day, we'll be able to stain everything up. So tomorrow will be basically just doing all the little trims, corner caps, the 1x4s, buttoning up, and hopefully doors. We'll get this live edge cedar top in, hopefully. Zipline's ready. Needs to be tested, though, so.
No one used it? No one's tested?
Nope, it's up to you.
It's me. I gotta test it.
I'm not testing it.
You sure it's good, right? It's gonna hold?
Let's hope so.
Somehow, it's always up to me to be the guinea pig for stuff like this.
Okay, well, I hope this thing holds. First time.
We're almost done the project at the Crossett family cabin. We're putting the final touches on a gorgeous boat port, a totally new fire pit, and as a little something extra, a zip line, creating some flow between the waterfront and the fire pit. It's up to me to make sure the zip line is safe.
Okay, well, I hope this thing holds. First time.
It's official, the zip line zips. The work is complete, and we stuck to our budget of $38,000 and just managed to make the 4-week timeline. The Crossett family is on their way, and I've got to hustle to make sure everything looks perfect for them.
All right, guys. Here it is.
Oh my goodness.
This is awesome.
Thank you.
Very nice.
You guys want to go take a look?
Yeah, let's go, let's go.
Go ahead. Wow. So we added a few little entertaining features in
Check it
here.
out.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Never expected that.
This is a live edge. We call it a live edge because you can still see the shape of the tree on
Wow.
it. It's a nice big slab of cedar. We've got lots of storage built in here too. Do you want to take a look here?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Wow.
Lots of room.
Space, that's
for,
amazing.
life jackets.
Oh, this is perfect. Keeps everything neat and tidy.
We've done all your walls in an engineered product that is really water resistant, so it should hold the stain really well, last a long time. We've tied in the whole structure to your steel dock with these metal brackets. So we've welded those right into the dock, bolted them in, so this thing's gonna withstand anything now. We also filled in this area of the dock. So now there's plenty of room here. It was a little crowded to the bar when we first put it in, but there's still plenty of room for the boat. It really wasn't needed, and it gives you a lot of space here.
Right on. This is gonna be a focal point right here. This is great.
Here, let's take a look at it from out here.
Right on.
I love how well it fits in with your existing dock space. You've got this great seating area here, you got your lounging space, your diving board. So I just had to add one more thing to this. This is your zip line.
No way.
So you had everything else out here, but we had to add one more thing.
Wow.
So it's a
Incredible.
fantastic run. It actually leads up to your new fire pit.
All right, let's go see it.
Let's
yeah.
go see it, it's fantastic.
Looking forward
Come
to
on.
it. Wow.
So here it is.
This is perfect. This is amazing.
A nice spot. Plenty
Very
of seating
nice.
here. You got lots of room to spread out. We've even got the stone benches set back
I love it.
here.
It's so big.
Yeah, it's a lot of space. The kids can sort of camp out all the way around here. Major fire pit with these big boulders around it. Makes a nice deep fire pit in here. And you've got some protection in here from the wind. We've got the rock walls on both sides, the trees.
Right.
Beautiful lake view, but still enough protection to sort of have a cozy fire even on a windy day like today.
But look at the view. We're right on the water. Unbelievable.
The best part is we don't have to wear hiking boots to get to our fire pit anymore.
Exactly.
We can come down in sandals.
A little
Yes.
more civilized, the access.
Very civilized.
It's just beautiful.
What we're really looking forward to is having our folks come down here. You know, I mean, the other location was not accessible for them, but this is perfect just to spend some quality time safely.
The built-in seating was an idea that you'd always have some seating down here, even
Love
in
it.
the real rough seasons when you want to take the chairs away.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I know it was a lot of work, but we really appreciate you and your crew.
Yeah, from the bottom of our hearts. This is just incredible, like a dream come true.
Mark and Sue gave me a real challenge on this property. We needed to create space for their teenage kids, for them and their grandparents. Had to cover the whole spectrum, but still make it fun. I think the Zipline was a huge hit, and based on their reaction, a great big hug from Sue, I think I really nailed it.
Simon was great. He put a lot of imagination and creativity into this project. I mean, we never thought of having the fire pit down there because it was a section of our property we couldn't even access.
He really put everything into this job.